Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU.
Here we go.
It's Joe Burrow. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Herbert off of play action. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. Now a give inside for Falk. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Fall. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Herbert now. That is caught inside the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Got an open man. It's Foster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. Here we go. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Here we go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting. He's told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle here, it's Hall. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players?
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted,
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the 36, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Gun. Gun.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! From 19 yards away.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing again on second down. Herbert.
It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. James has got it, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Foster on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route. Say I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Going up the middle, Foster. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. Trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but
well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? He's got a man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
11, Thomas.
They run up the middle with Foster. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
1st and goal, Foster. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Touchdown, Eagles! Elijah Moore. Yards out. And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. Here so far. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
He's got a man complete.
no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Again, that's Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll hand off to Foster. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
11 empty.
A give. This is Foster. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Herbert to throw. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just...
This is caught inside the 15.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Throwing, Herbert.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed it.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. But we built the sound like it's double seconds. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your confidence. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troubled dice. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.